Scroggins. So, do you remember those Saturday mornings watching Looney Tunes or Dragon Ball Z or any cartoon in general? Those cartoons were put together so well that it made me want to create cartoons. I have researched what all is necessary to create cartoons so that I will be able to do exactly that in the future. The animation process of cartoons may seem simple, but it's actually very complex through brainstorming, animation, and lastly, voiceover. The first thing you have to do is brainstorm and create the storyline and script of the cartoon. Depending on the resources you have, you might want to start off very basic instead of making a very detailed fight scene, for example. You have to commit, you'll have to keep your cartoon animations within your price range. And you will have to know how long your cartoon will be so people won't get discouraged and not watch it because it's too long. Well, speaking of viewers, it's very important to know what kind of audience you will like. And depending on that audience, that is the type of material that you will need. So if it is PG, then you will need PG material, and so on. And if you want to add more feeling to your cartoons, then think about events that happen in your life. Because when you think about the events that happen in your life, you have feeling behind those events, and it will help you brainstorm and create more feeling within your cartoons. So people do not like to watch something that happens very often, so you have to be creative. So, and the main character. The main character is very important because if the main character is someone that people do not like, then they won't watch the show. And if the story, if the characters in your cartoons talk, then you will need someone to act them out. To act them out, act out the voices, you will need to create a script for the storyline. So the voice actor will know what to say and when to say it. And a script is very important to put events in chronological order, so you will know when to put who in and what in at certain times. And before animating, it is very important to draw the characters doing very different features, as in emotions or facial expressions. So next you will begin animating. Okay. So you will draw each character by hand as one option because you'll have to know whether or not your cartoon will be two-dimensional or three-dimensional. So if you are going with a two-dimensional cartoon, you will need to hand draw your cartoon characters and each different script. So you will need a special camera to take the picture of each frame, and when it comes together, it will create a smooth transition in a cartoon. If you are making 3D, then you will need to use computer animation, or you can use stop animation. Stop animation is a very lengthy process, and you will need patience and time for that. For the stop animation process, you will need to have clay figures, and you will need to move them slightly at each frame, moving very slowly. And when you put it together, it will become a smooth cartoon, smooth transition. And next, you will have to move on to sound effects. With sound effects, you will have to have a quiet place to record. You will need to know what materials to make what sounds, and you will need a microphone that is resistant to blur or any other feedback. And using sound effects that is pre-downloaded is also very easy, and it will be easier for you to create your cartoon. And putting together, don't forget to put them all together as well as the voice. So, finding a way to get your cartoon out into the world, into the public, is very important. You can do this in two ways. Well, one way is to post it on social media. Post it on any social media, as in Facebook or Instagram or whatever, so people will be able objectively criticize and view your cartoon. Another way is to go to a viewer distribution company, as in a TV network, and you will have to have a pilot episode if you plan on making this a series. And if you are making it a series, then it is very important to know the schedules of their other cartoons or other shows so that you can work it out. And with these steps complete, your cartoon will be finished. So first, I explained how to brainstorm and create the storyline and script. Next, I explained how to animate and put sounds to the cartoon. And finally, I explained how to get your cartoon out into the public. And remember, it is as Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z once said, limitations only exist if you let them. Now, closing, you can now go home and create a potentially successful cartoon along with these steps and the right resources and determination.